what happens when it's been sitting outside for a while. This right here is pretty much the only thing that keeps us warm in the winter, so that is why we choose to park her and save the road for the spring. We're not hard like all you other van lifers out there that have S-bars and full heating systems. Just Mr. Buddy. Well, it's pretty much the coldest day of the year. Let's adjust that bad boy. First time I've been outside in a few days. Both Anna and I have been recovering from the flu. Watch that black ice, James. Hi, Moon. It's been a little while. So it's about 10 degrees outside today. And what better day on a nice, crisp, cold winter day to show you guys how we winterize Moon, what can go wrong if you don't do it properly, and with it being January here on the East Coast, Moon's taking a little break for a while. Oh, hello, Moon. Wow, it is very cold today. And it does not look as cozy in the van, and that's what we're out here to talk about. So, a couple things. Right now, because we're not living in Moon full time, and we have the house, she sits in the driveway more often than we would like. And I mean, it's kind of wrecked in here right now, but in the winter months, it is really cold, and we have to do a few things in here to really make sure she's winterized. I've done a bunch of these already, so luckily we're set for certain aspects, but I figured while it was really cold out, we could do a quick little video of the few steps that you should take if you were living in a van, if you're looking to store it for the winter, some things that are easy enough to do to make sure that when you open it back up in the spring and the summer, it's good to go. Tip number one, we've already done this. As you can see, there's a few more things left in here, but empty the van out. Empty absolutely everything that you can. We learned the hard way that if you do not empty everything out of the van, you will end up with a lot of things chewed by small rodents, mice, rats, anything that they can get their hands on, they will. And a couple years ago, we left towels and paper towels in some of these drawers in here. We have a couple drawers here that we use as like a pantry. And then this is more for, you know, forks, knives, that kind of thing. And we came back to the van in the spring, ready to go, ready to hit the road. And we realized that there was mouse poop kind of littered everywhere. So that was the first experience we had of leaving things in the van when we really shouldn't have done it. We kind of underestimated how important it is to just clean everything out, empty the drawers, empty the clothes, empty paper towels, tin foil, all the stuff that you keep in your living space that you think is not gonna go bad or an animal will not get into it. I promise you they will. So, you know, we're looking pretty good. We gotta get some pillows out of here and a few towels, but for the most part, we've already done this and we've emptied the van. Tip number two, if you have a garage, a barn, a flat surface, or a place to store your vehicle, a lot of people don't have the luxury of having another place to park. And if you're traveling in it full time, then you might need a storage unit. You might park it at a friend's house. Just make sure that wherever you do store your vehicle, sounds like common sense and it's obvious, park it somewhere safe, preferably with some sort of overhang or a Quonset hut. We have the luxury of having a larger driveway that we can actually pull her in and you know, park her for the winter. And if it's all cleared out, then we're not worrying about anybody trying to steal her. Ah, that's better. Tip number three, and this is arguably the most important if you want to maintain your systems in the van. And again, this is something that unfortunately we learned the hard way when we didn't do it, is to make sure your pipes do not freeze, depending on how your plumbing is set up. Ours, I'll give you guys a little glimpse into our basic setup here, but we got our sink, we got our faucet, and right down here, we've kind of already done a lot of this, but we've cleaned this out. These are our 7-gallon gray water and freshwater tanks. And right here is our pump. And that pump being fed right here from the sink. This pump, when we are on the road, is our lifeline. As I'm sure you all know, that is a very important thing to have to cook meals, to get ready for bed, to, you know, have clean drinking water, cooking water, all those things. So the important element is to make sure you winterize the pump. And to do that, again, I've done this already, so I'm not gonna do it now, but antifreeze. Antifreeze, okay? And essentially what that is you can find it at any hardware store, Tractor Supply, Ace Hardware, whatever, an auto parts store. It comes in a large, like pink, I wanna say it's a gallon, maybe it's a little more than that, plastic container. And all you are going to do is empty everything out of the gray water and the freshwater tank, and you're gonna dump your antifreeze right in to the catch basin right here. So you can use the entire bottle, you really don't have to. You're gonna dump it in there, and you're gonna make sure that you have a little bit of antifreeze in here, and you're also going to then dump the rest of the antifreeze, or as much as you'd like, into your freshwater tank. And in doing that, you're essentially taking the antifreeze and you're running that as your water into the pump. And that's just ensuring that there's no water buildup and anything freezes and actually destroys your pump, okay? So once you get that antifreeze in the freshwater tank, you turn your bad boy on, which is off right now. Again, we've already done this. And you just run it so that there is pink liquid and antifreeze coming out of the faucet. And that'll run through the catch basin in your drain into your gray water tank, turn the pump off, empty the antifreeze out. And then I like to just keep a little bit in there to make sure that, you know, throughout the winter, there's still antifreeze in there and we don't have any of our pipes bursting. You can see that I still have a fair share of cleaning to do, and we have not yet cleared out everything under here. Very dark, but that's the garage. So even shoes, it's all gotta go. And I was lazy the first year that we had her, and now I'm not, because mice will eat your shoelaces. So that's it, everyone. It's a short, simple tip, tutorial, vlog. I just wanted to come out here and give you guys a glimpse into what our van looks like in the wintertime. It is really not that glamorous, honestly. And we have a tough time traveling in the winter because we don't have this van properly heated right now. An S-bar or another larger heating system is maybe in the future, so we can travel more in the winter. But for now, these are the steps, simple steps that we take to winterize the vehicle so that she's ready when we want to take her on the road sometime this spring or summer. With that, I will leave you, and I will go back inside where it is much, much warmer than about 18 degrees outside. In the meantime, again, thank you to those who have subscribed, and we'll see you in the next video. And if not, we'll see you out on the road. She's emptied, and it's about that time to go inside. Also, what happened to my other glove?